Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. So I'm sure you're wondering, why am I carrying beef? Why do I have all this steak on me? Well, I'm going to be showing you how to turn skirt steak into suya. Nigerian Suya. So I basically found this recipe online and I'm telling you, heavenly. Everyone that has had my suya loves my suya. So it's my friend's birthday and I'm basically making suya for them, and I just figured, why not share it with you guys, the recipe, how I make it, and all of that stuff. So we're going to make this very quick, very easy, so that anybody can basically do this. Very easy and very quick. So let's get into it. Wait, before we start, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. All right, now let's begin. All right, it's suya time. So first of all, we have to rinse our meat. Remove all the dirt, the blood. You can either wash it in water or you can wash it in vinegar. Then you grab the cling wrap. So what this does is basically to protect the meat from the next step, which is beating up the meat. So what this does is kind of like allows you to, first of all, not splatter your meat everywhere, and kind of like just make sure there's no tear when you start to beat it up. Next thing, you're gonna grab that roller. I like to use the wooden roller because it's hard and it's stiff and it does the job. And then you just beat your meat, like bam, bam, beat that meat on it until it's really flat. So you're just gonna keep beating it up, but make sure not to rip the cling wrap or tear the meat while you're beating it up. We don't want no complications down the line. Woo! As you can see, the meat is nice, flat, it's been beat up, and it looks good, and it's flat enough to get that real suya feel. So now let's get into seasoning. So today's suya, we're going to be using the kebab powder suya. So suya pepper is basically made out of dry nuts and different spices together. And honestly, you cannot make suya without suya pepper. Just to give some more flavor to my suya, I like to add extra seasoning. Here are some of the ones I used. Obe sauce, garlic powder, Creole seasoning, ginger, cilantro, hot pepper, Jamaican curry, and of course, Maggi cubes. So let's go into preparation. So in a bowl, you start off with mixing all the spices. I start with the suya pepper first. So I put about 4 spoons, big spoons of the suya pepper. Then I add a little bit of the Old Bay sauce, then curry, then the spicy hot pepper, then a little bit of cilantro. I put cilantro in everything. And then some Creole seasoning, some ginger, some garlic, and then just mix it all up together nicely. So to bring everything together, I then add olive oil into the mix. I start off putting a little bit just to kind of make sure it goes everywhere around the ingredients. So mix it up with just a little bit of olive oil. And then I add a little bit more to kind of give it that gravy paste kind of consistency. So can you see it's very thick, very nice. Add a little bit more just to really give it that nice pasty look, so when I put it on the meat, it sticks on the meat. Yummy, it tastes so good. Oh my god, I can't wait to eat this suya. Make sure you thoroughly mix it. So make sure you do it until you really get that smooth consistency. Okay, so now grab your brush and grab your sticks, and let's start off with the suya process. So here is our flattened meat. So I kind of like to put it on a tray just so that it doesn't splash everywhere, because you're going to be putting the sauce on the meat. So grab your bowl with the sauce and the brush, and you just have to simply apply it by brushing the sauce all over the meat. just like this. Boom. Very easy. Cover everywhere of that meat. Like put it everywhere. Mix the sauce while you're applying it, just so you know, to get that consistency going. And just apply it everywhere. Do not miss a beat. Do not miss a part of that meat. Just put it everywhere. Okay, now flip the meat around and do the same thing to the other side. Alright, once you're done, start to chop up the meat kind of in the suya size. So like little cubes, but not too thin or too fat. So what I like to do is I like to pair it into 4, just so that when it's time to put the stick in, I kind of already know what 4 I'm going to put in. And then start to put them up in sticks. Sorry, I kind of recorded it too close, so you can't really see how I'm doing it, but honestly, just take the sharp part and stick it in the meat and put 4 in one stick, and boom, you got it. Suya! Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Nicely done. So once I'm done seasoning the beef, I like to marinate it in for about an hour or 2, just to allow the seasoning really soak in through the cracks of the meat and go inside the meat, because you know you want every bite to be super tasty. So what I basically do is I get foil, I place the meat on the foil, and then I just wrap it up. So enjoy, watch this. And boom, there you have it, all wrapped up. So for that hour, I don't leave it out on the table. What I do is I go into the refrigerator and I put it in there and allow it to basically just stay cold, because you know when meat is hot it could spoil. So the last part is pretty easy. When you get to the grill, just put them on the fire, put some foil underneath it so that the juice kind of like allows the meat to stay tender, and that's it. Put it on there until it's cooked, rotated, and boom, look at that suya, nice and tasty. Love it. The best way to serve suya is with some onions, tomatoes, suya pepper on the side, and some people like to soak gari when they're eating it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you liked this. Now you know how to season suya, how to make it taste so good. This is how I do it. This is how I've been doing it, and I've gotten so much great feedback from it. Thank you. All right, see you in the next video. Peace and love. Mwah.